record.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way around that.
I mean, if you beat my Peace Walker time, then God bless you. Like, you know, somebody has to.
Yeah. I already have the Peace Walker runner tag on the MGSR. So, you know. It's a start. What's kind of sad is I can't really say I like this game all that much as a speedrun. It's fun casually, but I don't know. In speedrun, it doesn't flow well as a speed game. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like running it that much because it's too long.
No. An hour and 40 or whatever is too much for you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They've got a
Some people don't like games that long. I completely understand that.
I mean, I barely tolerate MGS too, right?
What is that? An hour? What? 20?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
I mean, a bad run could be 140.
Yeah.
The difference is there's no downtime in MGS Peace Walker, right? I need to stop calling it MGS Peace Walker. The reason I'm doing that, by the way, is because I'm about to say MGS 3, because that's what I'm used to saying. There's no downtime in Peace Walker. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all go since you press.
Yeah.
And the minute you start, it's like, you don't finish. Like, time, you're done at Peace Walker 3, there's your break. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, you get a minute between AI pods and shit, but otherwise, like, you're
You-
fucking...
No, you know what? I think that is the problem. You're saying there's no downtime. That's not true. There's tons of downtime. There's downtime everywhere. It's about 10 seconds of downtime between every single mission.
It's just tiny bits, little bits here and
Yeah,
there. So there's
and-
no, like... You can't just rest for a second, put your hands down, put the controller down for... Like, at MGS3, right, I can do that twice. At Torture, and... Well, 3 times, I guess. Torture, the ladder, the credits.
Yeah. And that...
Because
But those don't take away from the flow, whereas this game, every 10 seconds, it's like, I'm not doing anything active, but I have to menu correctly, and this game's menus are a little clunky.
like, I have to be here because... I have to be here. Because in about 20 seconds, it's going to need me again.
Yeah.
Whereas with the ladder, for example, like, I've had time during the ladder climb to wander off into the kitchen, find a drink, to come back in, and still he's climbing the fucking ladder. Like,
Is the ladder automated?
no, but I
Got it. Yeah, I got it.
I've well, there's 2 ways I do it. I either
Tape your
I
butt.
use an
down.
elastic band and tie my analog stick up around the controller, so I like
Yeah.
put it up the analog stick and then grip it to the L1 button,
Mhm.
and it just sits there like so. Or if I have a bottle cap lying around, I just rest my controller on that.
Yeah. Both of those work great.
So
You just
all I need to do is just have it up on the analog stick, and I'm good.
yo. How actually long is that ladder?
It's about 2 minutes. I think.
Two, like exact or
It's
two
about
and
that.
some change?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
What's up there?
Yeah, because I'm curious if Kojima was like, let's make it too exact.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, does
That's all I'll say.
play the full Peace Walk or Snake Eater song on it, or does it only play the main theme?
It plays a shortened version of it, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I don't believe it is the full song. I'll tell you here. Real quick.
I mean, if it was the full song, that would be like a 4-minute ladder climb. 'Cause God knows, he loves to put his shortened songs in, and then you look the actual song up. You're like, I like this song. Let me look it up, and it's just like, oh, it's a long song.
Actually, I don't like it that much at all. Actually, I'll change my mind. Right, so
You don't like Peace Walker that much,
No,
or
it's not.
Snake Eater that much?
not really.
That's
I'm
fair.
out because I use a detailed timer, so I'm out in the ladder at 53 seconds, and I reached the summit. We're over 2 minutes now, so there's a minute on ladder. I'm just gonna leave it here for a second. I think I'm at the top, really. I don't know. Hit just over a minute and a half. 2.5 minutes in. He's still not at the top. Or more like a minute and a half in. What am I on about? Alright, so I started at 53 seconds and I got off at 2:41, so what's that, like a minute and 40?
53,
Minute and 50 seconds.
241.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just under 2 minutes.
yeah, so it's about a minute and a half, I'll say. Right now. That's a long fucking ladder climb, dude.
Yeah, man. How did you?
Could jumbo, please.
Good. Now meet with the FSLN Commandante.
What are you doing with your
Did,
life?
he's put an official response out on the ladder, right? Like, people have approached him and he's said something on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, that sounds like him.
I mean, he's director, but basically he's the lead visionary and creative designer, right? I don't think he actually does much of the programming and stuff himself, does he?
He doesn't do any of it. He doesn't know how to program.
Looking at Kojima and describing him as that man does not know how to program is so weird. It's probably
Yeah,
true,
no.
but it's a weird statement in my mind.
It's not even probably true, it's a matter of fact. Like, that is 100% the God's honest truth. He can't program. He's not a game developer. He doesn't know how. Like, he went to Konami as a young man, like, in his 20s, I believe, maybe even younger. Looked for a job, and they wanted to hire him, but they just kind of struggled to figure out what the fuck to do with him because he couldn't program. Like, so they just put him on like creative design and all that kind of shit instead.
Man. I mean, to be fair, he did make one of their best-selling games, even if he...
Two of them. Silent Hill as well, of course.
He made Silent Hill?
Yeah, he directed Silent Hill as well.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't.
No, I didn't know that Silent Hill was a Hideo Kojima game. Does it say that on the disc?
I don't think so.
Because he does that to all of his properties, doesn't he? When did he start doing that?
Well, he was one of the designers, I should say. Like, obviously.
So it wasn't his game, but he helped formulate what
Yeah,
Silent
he
Hill
was-
is.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Then
I mean-
Konami probably wouldn't have let him put a Hideo Kojima game on it.
No, probably not.
They let him do that with Metal Gear up to 5 when they were like, Kojimbo, we are done with your shit, sir. Correct me if I'm wrong. Certain versions of 5 that got released did have Hideo Kojima game on them, right?
What?
Remember when 5 was coming out, that whole Konami issue
Yeah.
came up, and didn't they make a statement saying any games that were bought before this date will still have the Hideo Kojima game written on them? Wasn't that a thing?
I think that was something that... What happened there was, Konami started circulating, like, cover art and stuff without a Hideo Kojima game written on it.
Mm-hmm.
And people just took that as, oh, they're trying to remove his name from the game. It never actually happened.
Okay, so all copies of 5 have Hideo Kojima game on them. As far
Yeah,
as
and I
you
mean,
know.
what different? It wouldn't have made a fucking difference
No,
anyway, because...
It wouldn't. It would have been purely public opinion on the company, which was already in kind of shambles at the
Because the
time.
thing was, like, fucking... Every time you start a mission, Hideo Kojima flashes up like 50 times, like...
literally every time you start a mission. It's like, story, Venom Snake, Quiet, D-Dog, Revolver Ocelot. This person as David Snake's voice actor. And you're like, who are these people? They're not even in this mission. Why do I need to see this for the 7th time?
Yeah, so, and it spoils the mission for you too, because it's like guest starring the Skulls, and it's like, oh, well, great, good to know.
Guess I know what I'm fighting this mission.
Yeah, it's like, why would you do that?
But, I don't know. I think one of the reasons I'm so uninterested in Death Stranding is because the video game, or not the video, the movie director, that game seems like the movie director took over, and I have zero attachment to movies and media and film, so you know, that right there takes away from the game. That also might be one of the reasons I didn't like 5 that much, because that it's very obvious in 5 that film director Kojima was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not that the game's bad. That's, I personally just can't get into that. I don't enjoy that kind of thing. What? You said,
I was wrong
oh,
about.
okay. Huh?
No, I was wrong about Kojumbo. I was getting him confused because he was directing Silent Hills, what got cancelled.
He was directing Silent Hills with Del Toro, yes.
But the rest of them he had nothing to do with.
Okay, so he was completely separate from that.
Yeah, no, I was just mistaken there.
So,
Or maybe he might have had little things to do with it, but
I
he was
mean,
definitely not like...
he made Zone of Enders, which in Japan is one of Konami's best games, as far as I know.
Yeah.
He made Police Knots, which is a cult classic, to be completely honest. I don't think it's actually that popular. And then he made Metal Gear Solid. Those are like his 3 big things, as far as I know.
And he's made other little games as well, I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And, you know, it's ironic. You might actually be able to say he's more well-known for Silent Hills than he is Metal Gear Solid for some people.
Yeah.
That's...
Because it's drowned in controversy, that's why.
Yeah.
Like, everybody and their brother heard about Silent Hills and what happened, you know? It's in all all the newspapers and whatever. Which is funny because, like, what the fuck do most people who read newspapers care about Silent Hill? The lack thereof, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you get to the mission wearing the wrong outfit again?
No.
Good lord.
I told you, dude, I'm distracted. We're having a conversation here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You blame me for your problems, alright?
You're right. It's the game's fault I entered in the wrong, wearing the wrong outfit.
Obviously, it's Kojima's fault. If he hadn't cancelled Silent Hills...
Yeah. You know what? I'm allowed one, right, Joe? I'm allowed one, okay? I'm allowed one, right?
Yeah, I guess. At least you figured it out before you got to the end this time.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem was I actually thought I could commit to it, and I would have been able to do it with Snake, but I forgot I can't trigger a caution on this mission. That's why I had to reset. The moment I had that caution, I was like, I'm improvising now, and it's probably gonna go bad. That was what screwed me.
It's fine.
But yeah, the battle suit doesn't have stealth camo, so
Yeah, like once you're kind of like you're forced to improvise, that's when things go shoddy.
yeah. So I was like, I'm just gonna back out, dude. Chico, oh my god. Well, if we had gotten first Chico, it would have been okay. But guess what we didn't get?
Yeah, you little shit.
Chico, is that you?
Thing is, you could have had first Chico and then you had to back out of the mission.
This is true. But getting to Chico in that outfit, Don't know if that would have been worth it when I only had a rocket launcher and a minigun.
Yeah, it would have been a bit of a mess, honestly, to say the least.
Besides, it's not like that is the time loss that's going to break this run. We both know that. It's just getting in the mindset of I have to change costumes for this mission. Because you want to just hit X and go into the mission, and then you're like, ah, shit.
Yeah, it's like this game has too much
Terminal
menu.
is on the other side of the
Like,
coffee factory.
Flat out too much. I don't like it.
That 10 seconds of downtime we talked about, guess what happens if you have to menu? None.
You'll first need to backtrack
Yeah,
to the
you don't get
fork in the
any.
road.
Fuck you. You don't deserve menu. You don't deserve any downtime.
Thank you, Carl. I'm sorry, were you talking? My ears got blown out because Carl donated a bit.
What a bro.
Yeah, we have this complex money laundering scheme with pennies going on. He constantly donates pennies so that people in chat are like, what is happening here? It's always a penny.
Yeah, he gave me a bit.
A single bit.
Actually, no. Then he also gave me like 57 bits or something like that. I can't remember. It was either 57 or 56.
If he gives you money, it means he likes you.
Then he also Twitch Prime subscribed, so that was cool.
What?
He's
You
just
gave
giving
him
away.
your Twitch Prime? You slut.
He subscribed to you too, dude. What's the
Pass
problem?
through the coffee
Nothing.
factory
I was
to reach
being
the
a
train terminal.
dickwad.
In fact, actually, he has the founder badge in my chat as well because I haven't had 25 subs yet.
Oh, is that how many it takes? 25 is what determines it?
I think so. Something like that, anyway. Well, he's my 20th sub, so.
I mean, that would be, what, 25 unique subs, right?
Yes. Yeah. 25 individual people. But I have 20 so far, so.
Yeah, I feel 20, that's not that bad.
Most of them
That's-
are gifted, so.
No. Yeah, so they'll run out and it's just like,
Well, I mean, they might decide to continue it. That's up to them. I'm not gonna
Looks like we're just in time.
say I'll go to their house and make them continue the sub, but I will.
if they're Irish, you should. Just be like, continue it.
I'm not sure how many of them actually will, but I don't really care.
I mean, I think the highest amount of subs I've ever had at one time is 4, I think. But I had
Yeah,
6
it's
sub points because one of them was my friend who gave me a tier 3 sub.
God bless.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much.
But you did. Now it's mine forever.
It is mine. But yeah, so getting subscribers is a lot harder than getting followers.
Yeah, getting subs is fucking ass.
Not that you need the subs, but you kind of do, because Twitch expects you to have an average of 75 viewers, and let me tell you, getting an average of 75 viewers when you have 3 subs is probably not happening.
Yeah, no, probably not. Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. A lot of people watch Twitch and don't spend any money on it, you know?
You know what I just realized, actually? No, that wouldn't have worked because of how Twitch tracks metrics. I was thinking the highest raid I've ever got was I got raided by 247, 65 people at once. And I was thinking back then, since I was affiliate, if I had just not streamed for the rest of that week, would my average have gone above 75 and I just got a free partner? But the way it tracks metrics, that wouldn't have worked.
No, it wouldn't have. Because it has to be over 30 days.
Yeah.
So they don't just count single streams anyway.
Yeah.
They count it over like a month. So even if they did count hosts, which you're right, they don't, you'd have to average out at over 75 for like a month.
Which
No, not every day in a month either. I mean, you'd have to stream,
Yeah.
I think,
every other day
25
at a
hours or
minimum.
something like that. I think it depends on how long you stream for as well. Like the minimum you can get away with is 25 hours.
Oh, yeah. How long you stream matters too, because like one of my main issues is I'll stream for like 7-hour periods, and I'll have, up to 6 people chatting at once for an hour of that, and then I'll have 6 hours of zero. And
Yeah, I
no,
get
6 hours of zero hurts by Twitch's metrics.
Not that I give a shit about Twitch anyway.
Yeah.
As a platform, I enjoy it, but like, I don't give a fuck if my average viewers are at like 10 or 0. Like, I don't care.
Alright,
All I care about is who's in the chat, like how many people I have while I'm streaming, and even if I care about that, sometimes I could give a fuck. I mean, like,
it's
dude, like, I've had streams, right, where I've hit like 30 viewers without asking, without trying, without hosts or any of that, and then I've had streams where I've got like 2 viewers, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm just speedrunning MGS3.
as long as the people there are either engaged when you want to be engaging with them, it's fine. Problem is,
Yeah, it's like
if you have like literally 50 viewers and chat is dead as a doornail,
Yeah, that's shit. I don't like it.
yeah, that's just like
And I mean, I remember I got a host off Iceman, right? It was like, got like a mad host, and he passed the rest of it on to me, dirty bastard. But it was for like 200. It was 100. Actually, no, it was 199. That's what. Iceman is rating with a party of 199 is exactly what it said. And
yeah.
I'm like, no one really talked very much. No, that's not true. 3 or 4 people were talking, but only 3 or 4 out of like 200 people.
You know what's worse? I don't know about back then, but with how Twitch works now, if you get a raid for, let's say, 200 people, right? Let's ballpark it at that. Then you see the raid for 200. You see that obvious notification. 0 new viewers show up in your chat, and you're like, okay, this is because Twitch is running a pre-roll ad. I know this is happening. I'm expecting it. Then the number actually pops in, and it's like 120. And you're like, okay, 20 people have already clicked off because there was an ad. And then within like 2 seconds, it's already back down to less than 80 people. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. And then 50 of them don't even talk because they were there for the last guy's, either his game or his personality. They don't give a shit about what you're playing or who you are. That's
it, yeah.
None of that's Twitch's fault. It's just Twitch is innately toxic in that regard, if you ask me.
Yeah, like, I mean, I remember then I maintained about 150 of them. They stayed. None of them talked, of course.
Yeah.
But I guess they were just there because EUEX.
Yeah.
That's usually why people stay to my stream. They come for because they see MGS3 and they stay because you speedrun. I hosted Strafe afterwards, and he said it like exactly what I felt. He was like, "Oh wow, that's a like." At first he was like, "Oh, thanks for the host, right?" And he was like, "150 people," and I was like, "Yeah, Iceman, etc." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the host anyway." I was like, "You don't sound very excited, Strafe." And he's like, "Well, probably none of these people are gonna talk." So he's like, "I don't care." He's like, "What's the point in them being here and they're not gonna talk to me?" I was like, "You know something? That is so true."
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I've a couple people who I interact with on Twitch who also come into my chat who have complained about Twitch is just, it's kind of not burning them out, but it's demoralizing them because they're constantly getting like, 5, 10, 12 people. One guy's talking.
Yeah,
He's actively talking to chat. He's engaging them. He's like, hey, guys, this happened, or I want to talk about this. One guy says something. It's just like, I'm looking at 11. One guy wants to talk to me.
no, it's not even that. Like, I've always found that if you're fucking on Twitch, right, and you're not in the chat, why are you on Twitch? Just go to YouTube. Like, you're just one step away from being at YouTube. Like,
Or-
Jesus.
Better yet, go watch the saved VODs. They're saved for a reason.
Why are you Why are you in the live stream? You're not even interested. Like, get out. Get out.
Yeah, the point of Twitch is to actively engage with the audio or with the streamer and his party members. As far as I'm concerned, like that's why people stream to Twitch, so they can interact or showcase.
earlier-
They could also just be showcasing their skills.
Yeah, like earlier when I got fed up with MGS3, I wanted to let the people watching actually pick what they wanted to see. You know, they could see more MGS3, so I'd do a no reset. They could see MGS2 if they wanted, or they could see MGS1. The only person who really said anything was Carl, and he made a wheel.
And he contributed nothing to the conversation because
He
of
made a-
course he did.
No, he made a wheel to decide what game I played. But there was like 10 people there, and not one other cunt said a word.
Oh, I see. He left it to random. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know shit, just fucking somebody pick something.
I'm surprised he didn't want you to stay with MGS3. Carl loves MGS3, dude.
I think he's sick of seeing me resetting it. We got to Groznygrad, and I think, you know, he probably doubted my power.
He's just like, I've Groznygrad would mean that the ladder's before Groznygrad, right?
No, it's after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's before. I'm an idiot.
Because it's past the end, right? So,
Yes.
and it's end ladder Groznygrad, isn't it? It's like right at no ladder goes to mountain, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's End, Ladder, Mountains, Fury, Groznygrad.
Yeah, okay.
But I screwed up the Fury as well, so it was fine. I wanted to reset now. I died at the mountains like 3 times.
I'll be honest with you. Carl's here. He can change my mind about this, but he comes to MGS3 streams so he can watch you climb the ladder. That's what he's there for. You know that. I know that. Someone has
Yeah,
to tell
maybe.
him he needs help. It's just the ladder.
There's something about it though. There's something just like it's just climbing a fucking ladder, but there's something about it. I don't know what it is.
And Resistance 2, one of the other games that I have runs of, there is a elevator in it that takes, I think, 3 minutes to climb to the top, and the whole time you're getting exposition from an NPC. So it's like mini Snake Eater.
Yeah, like I think the ladder. I think the idea of it was because the games before I had like big long elevator rides, and elevators didn't exist in 1964 apparently,
I mean,
or at least not from the bottom to the top of a mountain. So
I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be misremembering. The load zone exists at the top of the ladder from the moment you enter that screen, right? So there's physically no reason for that ladder to exist, correct?
yeah, like once you get up to the top of the ladder, you just run a couple of steps and you go into a load zone. Yeah.
But what I mean is, like, it's already all loaded. You technically do not need that ladder. Kojima could have taken that ladder out entirely, and the game would have been the exact same. It wouldn't have stuttered any lag or needed any additional time to load the next couple of areas, right?
Yeah, no, because you need to enter a load zone to the mountains from where you climb up the ladder.
Yeah, so he had to put the ladder there for some reason.
Yeah, like it's not like the ladder is like a load gate or anything. It brings you to a load gate. I mean, I guess the reason is Snake needed to climb a mountain and he fucking shorted his pickaxe and climbing gear out. The ladder was the next best thing. I mean, it would be hard to explain how Snake was in a forest. He entered a door somewhere out of that forest, and now he's in a mountain. It wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense.
It's a video game. Do you think it matters if it makes a lot of sense? When has Metal Gear Solid story made sense?
Well, it kind of fucking does, because, like, you play, like, Dark Souls 2, and 1 minute you're in a poison cave fighting a scorpion with tits, and then you go up an elevator to lava. It's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable.
Wow.
How do you go
While
up
you're
to
mixing
lava?
the wrong bosses up, I completely understand, and it is hilarious that it does that. It's like, what? How did I get from Mytha, the Baneful Queen, to the fucking Iron Keep?
Up. I went up.
Yeah, that elevator makes zero sense.
Like, go on an elevator, and then you go up to like, I don't go upstairs in my house and have lava. It doesn't work like that.
Not
Lava
even
is below you.
Not even in Minecraft does it work like that. Can you imagine Minecraft just like, huh, there's ground above me. Mine's up. Finds lava. What?
Well, that's it. Like, even Minecraft, like, and when you can't even, like, when Minecraft makes more sense than you, you're fucked, dude. Like, you are actually fucked. Because you can dig to the fucking ends of the earth in Minecraft. I mean,
Yes.
if you're on the PC, for instance, you can dig right down to fucking, you can dig a hole through Australia or whatever, like, you know. As far as I'm aware, there's no bedrock on the PC version.
They would have had to change that recently, because there definitely was last time I played. But
I think it depends on which version you play. If you play like the Windows version, well, fuck you, there is. But if you play the original version, there isn't.
oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe.
That's what I've heard anyway. Because Mrs. Wright, was complaining at me once that there was bedrock. I was like, of course, there's fucking bedrock coming. What did you want to happen? Like,
What does that complaint even mean?
yeah, like I want to dig to the very bottom. I'm like, well, you fucking have. Like, I mean, all that's left is the bedrock. I mean, God, you dig through the bedrock, you'll just fall in an infinite loop, I guess. You'll just keep falling forever.
They
Like,
use grass or dirt to camouflage themselves.
goodness.
They blend right in with
Honestly, the complaints out of some people are just ridiculous. But yeah, fucking lava. Ladder. Lava.
That was-
Fuck me.
Yeah, could you imagine in MGS3 when you climb the ladder at the top, it's a lava castle?
Oh my god.
It's just like, what?
combination.
Thank God it isn't, honestly. At least Kajumbo has his fucking head screwed on a little bit. Because, I mean, I'd have accepted going from a forest into a mountain a little more than I would climbing up and ascending an elevator to lava.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, I definitely know what you're talking about, because that mountain is exceedingly high compared to where you just came from. Like, the mountain paths that you can walk around, I distinctly remember there's at least one frame of reference where you can see just how high you now are, and it's like, what? How did I get that high climbing a ladder?
Yeah, no, the mountain is pretty high. It's pretty far up.
I think... Oh, no.
And I mean, they often are, obviously. Mountains tend not to be quite small, but
Mountains
But I mean, like-
small? What?
when you get to the like shack with Eva, you can see the entirety of Groznygrad, for instance, because you're so. But everything looks tiny because of how high up you are, and obviously you're really far away as well. But
On the HD version, did they make Groznygrad look better, or does it still look like flat, rendered, super far away shite?
yeah, it looks alright. Yeah,
Well, that's good.
it looks about how you'd expect it to look from the distance Snake clearly is away.
I mean, you've played Peace Walker, right? They clearly did not change some of these graphics.
No, well, I mean, they didn't change some things in MGS3 as well. You know, like when you're in the cure menu and you get those little videos showing how Snake heals himself.
It's been a long time, but I think so.
Yeah, so they didn't even change those. The video codec they use is like full of artifacting and stuff.
Keep your ears open.
And they also they just stretched the original video to 16:9 as opposed to like making it actually 16:9.
Oof.
Kept the original resolution, of course, the 480p resolution. So it's just blurry and stretched and gross. So
Yeah.
good job, Lupin.
They-
Bastards.
Yeah, the resolution on this game is
Do a body
a
check.
unique one.
Do a body check. First, knock
Like, I'm honest to God, I know I've been playing this game long enough that it would have been worth adjusting my capture for this resolution, but nah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny because at the back of the box it says 1080p. It's not running. None of these games run in 1080p. I can tell you right now. They're running 720. It's 1080p, my ass.
720? That sounds like more than MGS4.
MGS4 actually runs in 720 as well. It just runs 720/20.
720/20. High scores for MGS4 there.
And in some cases it runs 720/24. I think it actually runs in an average of about 24 frames per second. And I swear to God that was done on purpose.
Shot fired!
By the way, we got the best idea. We finally got Waterfall, a D-card
Yeah.
guy. Now I need to just not mess this up and get an alert. I might
My
just
favorite
play it
part.
safe and just run the rest of the way back instead of trying to do risky boss boosts.
Yeah,
Words.
that's an option.
Words are hard.
English is hard, especially at 6:15.
Yeah.
It's 20 past 6 now.
Realistically, how
Reading
much
clocks is hard.
time, if you did an entire mission box boost and then you did the same mission no box boost, how much time do you actually save with box boost if you had to ballpark it in general?
I'd imagine it's only a couple of seconds, to be honest.
So
Footsteps.
so you definitely agree then that if it's better to not box boost for safety, just walk.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't risk a run to box boosting, honestly. Not a chance.
I don't know if you saw what just happened, but
I did.
heart
Right, as you mentioned, how about being
Hard.
safe?
heart. Oh my god, dude.
You know, like, if I thought I was going to lose a run to box boosting, I wouldn't do it. Like, simple as that.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I forgot that sniper was there. I usually walk around him. I forgot that I walk over him if I did it that way.
It's different for, like, ILs, though.
Oh yeah, no, ILs you want those box boosts. They matter. Trust me, I know. When I was routing the ghost missions, it was like, where can I box boost that? I bring the ghost missions up a lot, but I think those are two of my proudest runs, because two of them are routed really well. One of them, someone go beat it. That's what I have to say to that.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks.
After I sleep.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Go beat it. You know, as part of your New Game Plus remaking save file.
Speaking of sleep, I need to go to sleep because Christ, it's half 6. If I wake up tomorrow and you've beaten my order, I'm pretty pissed, honestly.
Really? Really?
No, actually, I'll be genuinely pleased that somebody's bothered their fucking arse to do it because
I'm bothering to try. Go to bed, please, with that.
I mean, look, like, it doesn't matter if you don't do it today.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between you and I, right, is when I did that run, I had been running Peace Walker for a couple of weeks, you know. Like, speedrunning a new game, first ending. So when I got time to,
I taught you
Oh,
all I
shit.
could. The rest you needed to
and then there was also several weeks of setting up saves. So I had a couple of months of running it, I think. Dude, I don't even fucking know. Basically, you're newer than I was when I did it, so I just kind of bullied Wilbo a little bit and beat him on it faster because he played on Xbox. Lol. Honestly, I mean, who the fuck is playing on Xbox in
There's a
2019?
saying in the Orient.
The only games Xbox is faster on are games that are
Do you
only
know
on
what it
Xbox.
means?
Hot take.
Patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
It's true, actually. Except for Rising. Rising is fantastic.
That is true. Rising. Well, there's a PC release of Rising too, isn't there?
Yeah, it's still faster on Xbox One though.
Really?
Yeah, just because there's a cutscene you can skip that you can't skip on PC. But then again, the world record is on PC, so I mean, anything's possible, I guess. That could be have changed. Metal Gear Rising.
I don't know. I mean, last I heard about Rising, I thought they'd actually pushed out an extremely random patch that killed one of the main types of speed tech.
You can't come with us.
Maybe. See, the thing is, Xbox One is touted as the fastest. There are 2 Xbox One runs.
Well, maybe its PC version killed a form of New Game Plus speed tech. I don't know. I back when I played Rising, I looked at the speedrun to see if it was interesting. And the speedrun's okay, but you have to like the base game as well to want to speedrun a game, I feel.
Yeah,
And
Rising is trash.
I'm
honestly.
on record saying that hack and slashes and beat 'em ups are not my favorite genres.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because I mean, like, all this talk about Xbox One is the fastest. Why is there 2 Xbox One runs?
I don't know.
In fairness, the previous world record was Xbox One.
You know, actually, what could be why there is 2 Xbox Ones? The way aiming the cut thing works on Xbox is probably significantly harder than it is on PC.
Oh, I was actually gonna say,
You don't have any
now that I think about it,
Are you
it's
gonna have
probably the
something
save. It's the New Game Plus thing.
reorganize things first?
That would be such a pain in the ass to do on Xbox, because you can't just use somebody else's.
Xbox is also locked.
Yeah. So if you want to use a save, like on PC, you can use Zeffy's save because he made one like a bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I give a fuck about what's faster than Horizon? I'm not gonna run this fucking game, but
You want to know a really interesting speedrun here that you'll probably never set up because of how much effort it takes? So, in Fall of Man, which at this point you probably know that's the main game that's my first and primary speedrun.
yeah.
You can't, the way the game's programmed, it is impossible to skip a cutscene on a new game file until you've watched it at least once on your PS3 data. Like, the way the game works is once you've watched, it basically checks a flag in your game data saying you have watched this cutscene in this game data, right?
Icons over them.
So
Yeah.
the fastest way to run that, if New Game Plus brings with it 5 weapons that are exclusive to New Game Plus, so the route's actually pretty different,
Used to build our own
the fastest way to play New Game would be to watch every cutscene except for the last one,
If you attack parts
and then save and quit your game and back that save up, because once you beat it, you permanently have New Game Plus unlocked on that data.
Lol.
So, yeah. Anyone who wants to deign to run New Game is... First, they have to route the whole thing. And second, they have to route it without beating it until they're ready to commit to beating it. Because it's gone if they didn't back it up.
Yeah. Rip. Sounds like my Peace Walker save. It's gone because I didn't back it up. Shit. Also, dude, look at me. Fucking hell, dude. Like, Metal Gear Rising is such a popular speed game, apparently. Like, it's a dead game. It's probably deader than dead at this point, but, like, shit. It has so many runners.
That's it? How many active runners do we have?
Active...
Oh, you didn't mean
4.
active. You just meant, like, actual runners on the board. Okay.
Well, there's one active runner. I think there's always one. There's 79 separate players
Dang.
and over 200 runs.
Wow.
206 including the ILs. 199 full game runs.
People like hack and slash, I guess.
Damn, the total runtime for all runs combined is 212 hours, 51 minutes, and 32 seconds.
What's funny is I feel like MGS4 has a longer total run time.
Let me see actually. Could do. Just because it's a lot longer of a run. But then again,
It has a lot less runs.
well, that's the other thing. It's like, yeah, each of those, like, any percent runs is about an hour, maybe more.
For Rising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty close. It's 155 hours from GS4.
Peace
Damn.
walkers at a base due west of your current
What's
position.
on GS3 right here?
That's just, yeah, what's the problem with both of those is that's just the time that's actually on speedrun.com.
Yeah.
Consider the amount of time that's not actually on speedrun for those games, you know?
For MGS3, it's 127 hours. 44
God.
minutes, 31 seconds, and 0.68 milliseconds. Because, yeah.
I can only imagine what Limes and Tyler did to MGS2.
I'm just trying to see what Peace Walker's like. 73 hours. Yeah.
That's more time than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah. What a Twin Snakes. 165 hours. Damn, all these
Damn.
fucking runs up more than mine. Actually, MGS1, that's one I'm really interested in
Yeah,
right now.
check MGS1 and 2 out, if you don't mind.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Alright, so I'm on MGS1. I'm not even going to say it right now. I'm just going to go to MGS2 first.
What?
Oh, you fucking bastards.
3 of what?
Here.
Got it. Oh, sorry. Alright, so what are these numbers?
Well, I'm just doing MGS2 HD because I can't be fucked going through the 2 or 3 different boards.
You might want to.
Wipe out the enemy.
Right, so
Move on.
MGS2 beat Rising in runtime.
Okay. And Rising had 231, you said, right?
From a distance.
212.
Okay.
212 hours, 51 minutes, and 32 seconds. MGS2 HD is 245 hours, 1 minute, 28 seconds.
And that's
then-
just the HD.
That's just MGS2 HD. So I'll check PC. MGS2, so... I fucking hate that they split the boards like this. It just drives me spare. So HD, so Subsistence has 108 hours.
Okay, so significantly less.
And Sol, I'm gonna guess it's about 100 hours, honestly.
Who even runs Soul besides Tyler?
Limes has done a run or two. Plywood has also.
I don't know jack shit about MGS2.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, they're the same.
It's 31 hours.
Yeah. No one runs
Not
Soul.
Not even surprised. Not even. There, hold on. Right, so, I also have MGS1 open. If you wish to hazard a guess.
Oh, ooh. 362 hours.
No.
Way too high, way too low.
Way too low, actually.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Okay. You,
Shook my keyboard. You shook my keyboard.
sorry. 532 hours.
It's a little less.
520.
Alright, we could be here all day doing this.
Yes, we can. I've guessed 3 times. I think we're good.
448 hours, 36 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Wow. And you know what's sad? MGS1 is not even the most optimized game in the series.
Yeah.
'Cause I
has.
literally was able to find a 2-second time save, and I've never even ran the game.
Right, so it has 371 full game runs.
And that full game would be any percent and all bosses. Right?
PC and console and everything. 86 full game players. And 6 currently active players. As a
Damn.
matter of fact, actually, MGS 1 might be the most popular or the most active at the moment.
Out of all the games,
Yeah, because MGS2 has 4 active players.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Acid? That game's been popping.
Uh,
Every
As I
day,
has-
there's one guy.
yeah. So overall, with all 3 boards, there's 7 active players for MGS2. But to be honest, I don't count some of these because these are just from runs that were submitted as part of the. What's it called?
Another thing is, how does it track active players? Do you know? Does it use Twitch or does it use runs submitted? What is its metric?
I think it's submitted runs and people playing the game on Twitch a bit as well. I think. So out of curiosity, 3. How much is MGS3? It's probably gonna be like 2. Oh, it's 6 currently active players now.
I think MGS4 will probably have 1 active player.
Let's find out.
Because Sparty did a run like 2 days ago.
2.
2. Who else is? Who else? Oh, you know what? It might be Jag actually. Is Jag playing Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Jag then.
Well, they might just be counting your run that was submitted recently as well. I don't know when it dies off.
Relative. Yeah.
34 full game players for MGS3. And there are 89 full game runs. That's more than I thought there was. 100 total. We just hit 100 total when I submitted my IL today.
Nice.
That is nice. Thanks a lot.
You should go delete 31 of them.
Yeah, I think many would roundhouse kitchen.
Delete 31 and lock the boards. You cannot touch this. There are 69 runs and they will stay that way.
If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine,
Counter argument.
that control those
Counter
parts
argument.
light up.
We get them.
You can
We
tell
get
what a memory board does by
um,
looking at its color when it lights up.
320 more people submit runs.
Oh, that would work. Have fun finding 320 some more people. But yeah,
Yeah, that might be it. So I'll go start making alt accounts, I guess.
just start, phoning a friend. Just like, hey, I really need you to
No!
phone a friend and just be like, I know we haven't spoken in 7 years, but I really need you to learn to speedrun MGS3.
Oh my god.
What?
You're not gonna be happy when I tell you this.
Oh yeah, why is that?
MGS4.
70? Why would I not be happy
70.
with that?
Because somebody submitted a run and ruined it. Because it was 69.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Fuck.
That was Sparty's fault.
That was Sporty's fault, because he was the last one to submit a run.
Sparty ruined.
Sparty, no.
Just get Python to delete his
Yeah.
or Makoya. Oh, dude, and it's even sicker because you got rid of fucking what's his name's Nikita launchers.
I did. You know what? I'll go delete my 3-hour naked normal new game run, actually.
Or your 2-hour 49 multi-segment run, Kappa.
I mean, to be fair, it does look odd as fuck there. Hey, it was a genuine speedrun attempt.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
It was
Not the
bad. I did.
No, yeah, no.
I did resistance skip in it. It has to be on the boards. You know, I think what makes it look worse is the fact that I wrote 12 and a half hours real time next to it.
Yeah. No, that yeah.
That elevator should take you
Yeah, because no one else has real time. Obviously, this is a fucking
No, Joestar. Joseph has it.
of course, Joseph.
Wow.
Did he actually trim his video?
Yeah. No, he didn't trim it. He just put timestamps in for me. So I didn't have to watch garbage.
Looks like the door won't open with the security level so high.
What's that?
I mean, that was good enough for me. What's funny, though, is the first time he timestamped it, he timestamped setting the resistance trick up, and I was like, Joe, I don't care how you set resistance trick up. I know you're setting it up. I can see that. Do not show me resistance trick.
It's like, imagine I submitted my MGS3 run with loading trick, and I showed you me setting up loading trick.
To be fair, I feel like there's some validity to setting up loading, or showing setting up loading trick. But that's a whole nother can of worms.
Oh, there surely is there. Fuck. You want to? Why would you want 40 minutes of nonsense in the front of my video?
Oh,
Like,
I didn't say you'd want it. I said there's potentially validity for it.
No. The only thing that's worth showing is if you do no loading trick. I want to see the cache reset. Which I shouldn't really argue for that either, because I often don't do that.
Cache reset is soft reset, right?
Yeah. Because oftentimes I'll reset a run and I'll piss off for a minute or two or whatever. Depending on, like, when the run I was.
Don't the rules specify that you have to do a soft reset before
Yeah, but I'm a
running?
mod, and I'll do what I want, so.
You know
I
what?
don't like.
You said it on record.
I mean, the thing is, I don't need people to do it. It just means I don't have to break out the lifestyle timer and check if it is.
I mean, you've been playing the game long enough. It would be almost obvious if they did loading trick, wouldn't it?
I'll know.
Yeah.
I'll know without any kind of time.
Yeah, I mean, you took one look at Snox running and was like,
Yeah, I just figured I just saw things that didn't make sense. And I was like, "Ooh, look at this shit." I'll have you fix your wagon, son. I'll show you a thing too. What? But
definitely wasn't either of us.
yeah, what was I even talking about?
You were talking about loading trick.
Yeah, it's because it's not separated on the board. It's in the rules that if you don't mind, kind of, it's not really a. If you don't do it, I'll reject your run.
Get in there!
Because I won't reject run.
I mean, how much of an advantage would failing to reset the cache actually give you?
Depends on how far into the run you were. Depends on how far in, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, if you did just a virtuous mission and then died, or you you failed at the last screen of virtuous mission for some reason, you save about 15 seconds, if even. No, it would be about 15 seconds, honestly. Could be anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, you know. The whole loading, like setting it up for the whole run saves you about 3 minutes, so. But the thing is, like, most of the runs on the board use loading trick. That's just a matter of fact.
I mean, to be completely frank with you, or to be, I don't know, my assessment of the board is, unless, actually, before I say this, Hikari has world record, right? Unless a run comes up and beats Hikari, the amount of investigation you'll do with regards to stuff like that, minimal, right?
Yeah, there's no real point to me, wait, I don't understand your question, actually.
If a run comes up out of basically nowhere that beats Hikari, that would be the only reason to even scrutinize a run at a super high depth level.
Use the jigsaw by alternating between the
Well, I'm perfectly honest with you, right? Apache's been running this game for a couple of months now, right? If Apache submits their world record tomorrow, I will scrutinize it as much as I did Snox.
Oh, yeah. That's a world
Because
record.
because I don't think he's good enough to beat Hikari.
Yeah, but again, that's a world record. That's the whole point. That's why you'd scrutinize it.
Not if, like, now some rando just came out of nowhere, then it gets, like, then I'm really gonna look at it. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna look at it very closely.
Definite on the rando.
But even, unless somebody, like, if somebody I know could be Hikari spitting around, I probably would just verify it. It's just people I don't think could do it, and I don't think Apache has it in him to beat Hikari. As a matter of fact, I don't even think doesn't come into it. I know as a matter of fact it's not.
I don't know if you saw what happened in Prison Escape, but it was kind of,
Yeah, Guard is a bit of a doofus.
yeah, don't know why that happened. So now I'm on pace with you. If I had not failed that, I would have actually been ahead by like
Yeah.
a minute and a half.
Like, one restart is better than two, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, that's not my fault. Like, if I had failed my fault twice, I would have reset. I don't consider that my fault. At least I don't
Nah.
know enough about the game to say that's my fault.
I don't think it is. I think he just turned around at an awkward time.
Yeah, I don't know what the thing that makes that happen is, but I mean, oops, didn't mean to go to here.
But saying that, by the way, about, like, I don't think X or Y is good enough. I don't think there's anybody good enough right now to be Hikari.
But
Like,
the hot take on that is, could Hikari beat Hikari?
right now, no. Because he's so rusty.
Over to Peace Walker's hangar now.
But, like, I could probably be Hikari, but it won't be easy. And I won't just have a one and done like I did with Snake Eater.
Maybe that
I mean, I assumed beating Hikari was your ultimate goal right now, just like my goal is to beat Snog, and now it's to beat Sparty.
Nah, because I'm too lazy to do loading trick.
enemies that coordinate their attacks are too
My
difficult to
ultimate,
address.
penultimate goal
Steer clear.
with MGS3 is sub Hikari's time with no loading trick. That would make me semi, honestly.
But, I mean, how feasible do you think that goal truly is?
All right,
It's
Peace Walker
possible.
can't be far.
It's possible. How feasible? That's what I asked.
I heard what you asked.
All right then.
Those were
Possible.
footsteps.
I look
That's all I can
forward to the day you get no loading trick, Hikari, sub Hikari.
Yeah. It's possible.
Um,
That's all I won't say anything more about the matter, but it is possible. Will it be fun? No.
yeah.
Will I ever do it? I don't think so, honestly.
Uh,
If I ever did that, like, no meme, I think I would retire from MGS3 because I couldn't go any higher. You know, that would be it.
well, you'd retire from full game runs with loading or without loading trick.
Most likely, I'd be done for good unless somebody happened to beat whatever times I had on. I'd defend records, and that'd be it. I
You
would
know,
not run
that'd
the
be
game.
such a bitch though if you did that with no loading trick and then someone got just as good as you using your strats, came in and then they beat it with loading trick. You'd have to once again beat your time again, but now it's literally the same skill as you. They just have loading trick, and that's the advantage.
Yeah.
That
At
would
that
be
point,
dicks.
At that point, I'd probably just use loading trick and absolutely level them.
Yeah, that's true. If you use loading trick once you got to that
And the
point.
thing is, like, I mean, I could get record, and I probably, most likely, if I go for record attempt soon, anytime soon, I'll probably use loading trick. But then, afterwards, do no loading trick. And just see if I can't get a sub carry time. So it wouldn't technically be PD attempt, but they kind of would be. Like, there's an awful lot of variables to include into that, so it's no loading trick, PB attempts.
Yeah.
But I think it's doable because my summit best is like a 120.05. And on
How does that
the
compare?
way the RTA works, that's about 11 seconds off, so that's more like a 119 5x.
Is that world record material right there?
No, it's about 30 seconds.
That's still.
That's what I mean. The best segments are not their best either. Like, they could be a bit faster in some places.
Oh yeah. Best segments are also really tricky to go off of, in my opinion, because you'll see your best is like this really nice low time, and then you're like, yeah, but some of those were me doing ridiculous strats that I should never do in a run. Like, you know
like
what
I had to fix, like I deleted my best segments today, so now they're at like 123.48, right? But that was only because my Virtuous Mission best segment was, I did a multi-segment Virtuous Mission.
Yeah.
I just lost my mind one day and decided, fuck it, let's do it. But that saves you overall through the whole Virtuous Mission. It saved me about 4 seconds. It's almost, I can't match that without doing that again. See if I can do that again. Why would I? Nice. It's hard.
Yeah, some of those shots are probably god awful in multi-segments. Like, that's why it's multi-segment. You have one shot to nail that super precise, you know, pistol shot or whatever it is you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you
Nice
miss it,
roll
it's
and
over.
perfect move. And then you're reset.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like your split. This is gonna demonstrate my poor knowledge on the game, but that would be like saying, if I miss log roll, I lose world record. It all depends on log roll, or the world record's dead.
Yeah, I mean, like, matter of fact is, if I was going for a world record and I missed log roll, I would lose world record. Because that loses you like 20 something,
Yeah.
24 seconds or something.
Because you're not using loading trick that time. That would be a fight right there.
That would make the whole, well, loading trick would have worn off by then anyway. It's only up to like torture. But yeah, like, not going for log roll wouldn't be detrimental. Missing it would be detrimental. Not going for it loses you 1 second. Failing it loses you 24 seconds. So there is points where you just have to ask yourself, is it actually worth it to do it? I always do it because I get it more than I fail it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I need to reset my Fallen Man strats because my sum of best is like a 127, but world record's a 133. And you're like, that's 6 minutes. Some of those 6 minutes are me being a ballsy motherfucker and getting out
Yeah.
by the balls of my teeth.
Yeah, because it's like, you look at it and you think, oh wow, oh, look what I can do, but like, that's all your segments combined. It's not like this is your best run, by the way.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, Live Split makes up some best segments as well.
Dude, I honestly think, I do believe that sub 130 is feasible. Because my runs aren't perfect. I have deaths. I have many mistakes. And a death in Fallen Man costs you...
Someone's firing!
The fastest death costs you 30 seconds. The slowest ones cost you over a minute. So, you know, there is time save, but that run would have to be so nice to get that sub 130. And whoever gets that owns that game. I'm not even kidding you. You either need a new strat or you own that game if you get that time.
Also, lol, my summer best for the New Game Plus record is actually slower than world record. No, it's faster than the
Okay.
But like, it's just about, this is loading trick, right? It's 20 seconds faster than the no loading tricks on the best. Like,
Wait, what? Did I just lose my love box? Oh, okay. That was weird.
but I need that.
That loading cutscene just tanked my love box. Like, it was gone. My character just dropped it. I thought I lost it in a loading transition.
It's like, wow, thanks a lot.
Can you even...
Jimbo.
Can you lose? Can anything happen in a loading transition in this game? Because I know it can in 1.
No.
Freeze!
Okay.
I just heard footsteps.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What's going on?
That was... Oh my god, dude. I was like, that... I don't know the strat for this room if I don't have a love box.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the splits here, right?
Mm-hmm.
My loading trick UEX splits for new game are world record.
Nice.
But just by a bit, though. Just barely.
Hey, you only need the tip.
Yeah.
That
And it's not like this loading trick run is good either. This is actually like just 30 seconds faster than my actual PB.
Yeah, man. Making the sum of best a reality is the hardest part of speedrunning, in my opinion.
Let me say, it's just like-
Combat.
the thing is, like,
Yes, go Galaxy.
some of these splits, these sum of best splits, are not that far off the PB splits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, have you guys put a human limit together for MGS3 by chance?
No.
You should do that. You should see, like, theoretically, take everyone's best segment, everyone's gold splits, and see what human limit is. It
I'll-
might be, like, mind-blowing. Because for MGS4, I don't know if you saw, but it was like a 151. Like, it actually wasn't that... I mean, that's crazy, but it's not relatively that crazy, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would guess, just off the top of my head, that the very best you could get would be, assuming new game, UEX, you're sitting at around a low 118 or high 170. And expecting anything higher or lower than that, you're just talking nonsense. It's definitely feasible with a current strat to get a mid 118. Throw in some crazy strats into the mix, you might be able to pull off like a low 118 or a high 70.
What is the craziest MGS3 strat? Like, that isn't in the run. Like, do you guys have that? Just, we don't do this. You could, it would save time. God help you if you go for it.
Yeah, probably the multi-segment ocelot unit, honestly. It's the one that saves the most time I can think of, but it's bollocks. The strat is bad. Like, that strat saves about 30 seconds over the standard ocelot unit, but it is it is hell. I mean, like,
And I assume the multi-segment one requires, like, tens of extremely precise, you missed this shot and you borked yourself beyond repair.
absolutely, yeah. No, but it's not even that. There's also what is it? Like, fuck. You need to kind of hope that the guards align themselves properly and move perfectly and shoot perfectly and all that other rubbish.
Oh, our guard
It-
is Ocelot unit initial positioning semi-random.
No, it's the way you set up the strat, how they respond to you can be a little bit different
Nice.
every time. It's like you're using knocks and stuns in the air and shit, and they'll run at you, and it's just it's a nightmare strat. Like, I feel like I could get it consistent, honestly. I think. I want to believe, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just do no disguise live.
No, this guy's. Oh, okay. So that's no. What is it? Scientist?
Yeah.
What is the advantage to no scientist?
You don't open your menu.
How much time does that save?
2 seconds.
Is that valuable time save? Is that actually worth it? The 2 seconds?
Yeah. I wouldn't. Well, no, not really. I mean, for the sake of 2 seconds, I wouldn't do the strat. You know, if it saved like more time, I'd always use it. It's just 2 seconds. I'd probably lose more RTA real life time than I would trying to fucking do that strat. But that's not even
there it
true.
is.
Like, I mean, I can do it fairly consistently. But I don't want to reset the lab.
How far into the run is the lab?
It's like 18 minutes.
I mean, an 18-minute reset's not awful.
Yeah, but you want to reset 18 minutes in to save 2 seconds?
No.
Enemies before you can go
Yeah,
up.
that's what I mean. It's not worth it. Like the risk versus reward is just.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Now, if it saved, like I said, if it even saved twice as much time, double that, we'll say 5 seconds. I'd do it. I'd fucking do it.
You know, all you have to do is go find Cave Skip, and
I've tried.
don't tell anyone about it until you post the record.
I'll just redact that from the record.
Just cover your screen with like a black color, and then suddenly you're past the pain, and everyone's like, "Wait, what? Did you just have a X second pain?" And you're just like, "Yeah, you know."
What I do is, right, I'd submit a mixer VOD for memes, and then I'd actually just give Minnie the actual run to watch. And I'd swear him to secrecy. I'd make him sign an NDA. Or I'd do what Snock did and just keep my world record hidden, apparently.
Yeah, that's
For 6 months until someone calls out one of my other runs.
and then delete it.
Yeah. Delete all my Twitch VODs as well.
I'm surprised he hasn't deleted his MGS4 runs
You don't
yet.
have any supply markers. Are you gonna have enough
They'll probably keep the YouTube stuff. but-
I mean,
organized things first?
if
The
he
thing is, I wonder if he set his that's like subscriber.
another thing could be if he genuinely, if his policy is he's deleting it to hide the fact that he's guilty, and he leaves his MGS4 up, his MGS4 might genuinely not. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna EM pulse? His MGS4 runs might, genuinely not be, and he's just so defeated at this point that he's like, whatever.
Well,
I
he
mean-
hasn't deleted his MGS3 run either.
His old one. He deleted the new one, which was oddly, very odd.
That was, I don't know. I think he only ever put that on YouTube to be like, okay, I didn't agree. First of all, it hasn't got the like cancerous thumbnail. That was probably the big reason.
God damn it, this Walker. Fuck off. Oh.
What's really weird is in his DMC fight, he got rid of the world record claim. I don't know if that's because somebody else beat him.
Well, I mean, you saw what Maxi had to say about it.
Yeah.
His runs were just dead. They were soulless.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. He's a weird guy.
This is
I mean,
okay.
I don't get terribly excited over every run I do either, but like, if that's a consistent attitude with all your runs, that like, yeah, you just could be indifferent to it. That's a bit sketchy to say the least.
I'm upset with that Peace Walker too. I think that was pretty obvious from the fact that I literally cursed it out mid-conversation.
Yeah.
I've never seen Peace Walker 1 EM pulse that early.
Yeah, that's kind of odd, but she can be a real bitch, so. It's both odd and normal because Peace Walker.
It's odd and normal because when you say Peace Walker, you mean both the fight and the game. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm reading into that.
Also, I can't believe there's only one person streaming Death Stranding right now on my follow list.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sure.
your followers. What about
Oh, I'm sure there.
what about on Twitch itself? Twitch Stranding probably has over 1,000. Death Stranding might actually be contending for the #1 spot.
Yeah, it could be actually.
Yeah, is it trending? Because you could look at trending, I think, and it will tell you. Is Death Stranding trending? Trend?
It is. It's got 72.2k viewers right now.
What place is it?
3rd place. Below League
Damn.
of Legends. It's below League of Legends and below just chatting.
I think League's doing CS.
Death Stranding is above Fortnite, Hearthstone, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Rainbow Six Siege.
And today's what, day 2 of Death Stranding's public release?
Yep.
Well, you think it was day 1?
Probably.
I mean, I don't know how high League is. League might just be like absolutely bonkers above Death Stranding.
Well, it's 110k, so it's only like 30k higher.
Yeah. And like I said, I think League's doing a championship series right now, so there's gonna be a lot of people watching League.
Yeah, it is. That's where the majority of those are coming from.
Yeah, so
28,
I'd say it's
25.
fair to assume Death Stranding is second place right now, because it's genuinely losing to Just Chatting. Unless Just Chatting is playing Death Stranding, because they could do that.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
It's just some random person just chatting with all those viewers.
No, it's a bunch of smaller, like, biggest one is 8,500.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine just chatting with 8,500 people?
Then there's a lot of, like, weird sexy streams going on.
All those Russian streamers.
Oh, Lord. Hey there, cuties, winky face. Give me all your lovin's.
Russian
dear.
streamers, yes.
Valid state.
Yeah, it's just titty streamers.
Twitch be like mods are asleep. Post titty streamers.
Pretty much. But yeah, 73. Who has the most viewers? Never heard of you.
I mean, what makes you think you woulda?
What should I say?
I mean, Ninja, Shroud, Mexican Runner, a couple other people have all left Twitch. Numbers are just kind of everywhere right now.
Yeah.
I love the beach.
Karmic Koala, the guy who steals people's videos, he's streaming it.
Karmic Koala.
Yeah.
Never even heard of him.
I thought he got Abnett though. Twitch. Apparently not. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Alright, so
Well, the nerves are done. At this point, I just have to not be dumb.
yeah.
I think I got this.
You have to stop
Somebody streaming Death Stranding, no commentary for 8.5 hours. 0 viewers.
Fexter Life's been streaming Death Stranding as well, so they're probably pretty high up there.
They're about like 10k.
Yeah, and Fextera Life. I'm sure you've heard of who they are. If you
Yeah.
know who if you know what Dark Souls 2 is, you've heard of Fextera Life.
Oh no, I have it.
So
Uh,
it makes sense that they have a nice following.
Another Death Stranding, no commentary streamer. 3 hours and 55 minutes.
You're playing Death Stranding, I assume, right?
No, I don't have PS4.
Really? You're a mod for the game. You're threatening to remove Limes if you won't run it. Yeah, I don't
I
even
will
own the game.
I will run it when it gets to PC.
Oh, okay. You're gonna run it on PC. Okay. I'll give you that. That's fair.
Yeah, I'll run it on PC.
Okay. So, are you watching any of it? Or are you staying spoiler free?
A little bit here and there, yeah.
Is it a game that works with no commentary, or is it really rough to watch with no commentary?
I'd find it pretty boring to watch if nobody was talking, to be honest. Because it's a lot of just wandering around and shit.
So it really is a walking simulator. That's not a joke.
Limes put it best. He called it a FedEx package delivery simulator.
So yes, it's a walking simulator.
Yeah, kind of, but I don't know.
There's like Metal Gear D's in it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't think it's as bad as it's been made out to be. I just can't say because I haven't played it.
I don't think it's bad. It's just not for me. I see nothing that makes it worth playing.
The biggest meme of it is that you're like a UPS man or a FedEx man. Like, from the looks of things, like, you just put it out as normal read it, but all the bullshit on your back. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw a guy playing like for like 20 seconds, and he was managing his inventory. It looked like so he could carry more weight, and it was like, it really? This is what the game is.
Yeah, and you like lose your balance and you have to stop and balance. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is it. Would you compare it in any way to The Last of Us and say that's fair, or is comparing it to that probably wrong on every level?
No, I think The Last of Us is a verifiable good game.
Well, I didn't mean like that. I meant gameplay wise.
No, not from what I've seen anyway. The Last
Okay.
of Us. I don't know. I'd have to play it honestly.
Oh, you've not
but I
played The
don't.
Last of Us? Okay.
No, I have.
Oh,
what I mean is
you would
I'd
have to play Death
Stranding.
Stranding. Okay, that makes more sense.
Silent Hill on a beach. 3 hours 56 minutes.
Okay.
No viewers. UPS man here. XD. Zero
XD.
viewers. Don't talk to me or my bridge, baby, again.
What the fuck are these meme streamers, dude?
No viewers. I'm just calling out titles, by the way.
Yeah, no, I get it. They're memes.
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus. That's a good one.
That is a good one. That cap, from what I've seen of Death Stranding, that describes that game really accurately.
No viewers.
You know, a lot of people when it comes to Death Stranding, I don't actually hear a lot of people talking about the other world and the way they did death in that game. Is that actually that big a mechanic, or is it more like swept under the rug and not that noticeable of a mechanic? Do you know
Don't know.
from what you've seen?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I haven't really seen that much either, because on purpose I haven't liked it. Also, apparently being off balance makes you move faster.
The speedruns are gonna be risky then, if being off balance also makes you fall over.
A neutral, non-biased playthrough of Death Stranding.
How could you be biased on Death Stranding?
Yeah, it's like it's a brand new game, you doofus.
What does that even mean?
Death Stranding, Amazon Simulator, Omega Level Hard. The Adventures of Captain Butter.
Oh, Zardnov, don't be like this. Of course you are. Alright. So, when I was practicing Zardnov 1, you know how many times he spawned at the boathouse? 0. I've done 4 runs today that have made it to Zardnov, I think now. 3 or 4. You know how many times he spawned at the boathouse?
0.
No! In 3 of the 4 or 2 of the 3 runs, he spawned at the boathouse.
Oh yeah.
What
I'm sorry, I
is
don't know what
this?
happened 5 minutes ago.
I'm gonna have to start checking boathouse first. This is stupid. This RNG doesn't make sense. Yet he's spawning at boathouse. He's not at boathouse. What?
Like, you know what I'm just thinking? Like, why the hell would you stream Death Stranding if you're a small streamer? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if I do. What's unique about Death Stranding?
No, I said why would you? Like, it's a stupid idea to stream brand new games when you're small because there's no
Oh,
option.
because you're just gonna get beat out by all the competition.
Well, exactly. I mean, there must be hundreds. There are hundreds of other people playing Death Stranding right now.
That's true. That's probably a lot.
Like, I've scrolled through, I'll say easily 200 streams right now, right? All of them so far have 0 viewers. I'm getting into the 1 viewer range here right now. And remember, this goes up to like 75,000. I think the highest count was 8,000. So we have a way to go.
Yeah.
doesn't
Well,
make any
I mean,
sense.
once you get past the 2s, it's gonna start going.
Interesting. There's somebody with 2, but then it goes back to all the 1s.
Maybe it hasn't updated that he actually only has 1.
Yeah, 'cause nobody wants to watch this fucking shitty Death Stranding playthrough. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Don't stream this rubbish. Like, don't play a good game.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're a partner, that's why you're on the front page.
What the fuck?
What the? A non-partner is on the front page?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Those were footsteps.
Surely that's not possible.
Okay. Note, Zadornov has a 5th spawn location
Oh, great.
in Mission 1.
Snake,
I just had to restart the mission because he's not in any of the 4 spots I know. That just lost me like a minute.
Zadornov, please.
I'm not actually like that's kind of infuriating. And the worst part is in Mission 1 you can't put night vision goggles on because there's too many guards in the room to effectively walk around it exploring for Zadornov.
Yeah.
At least I mean I wouldn't feel safe doing it because if he's in that room, you can't afford that alert.
Just heard footsteps.
Since when, by the way, that non-partners get put on the front page?
I don't think they do.
They're all. I'm looking at like a bunch of recommended channels. None of them are
Oh,
partners.
well, recommended channels is not on the front page.
I just heard footsteps.
Front
the front page?
Front page. Well, yeah, it's the front page, but the front page when they do partners and stuff is the big box that you can swap VODs through. Are you seeing affiliates up there?
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, because the recommended will always show up on your personal homepage.
Oh, okay. I was confused, really confused there for a second.
Those were footsteps.
Recommended smaller communities, but I don't give a shit about these people. That's Stranding channel.
Guess not.
Bro, I don't want to see this shit. Why am I getting recommended?
Dude, I'm
Resident
about to
Evil
lose a run to Zadornov.
again.
I'm not even. Yeah. I don't know where
Oh,
he's
wait, no.
spawning.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't Zadornov. The last time it was fucking
Those were
what's
footsteps.
his face.
Fuck you, Zadornov. Please don't do this to me.
Guess not.
Okay.
Zadornov, please.
I've actually lost 3 minutes to Zadornov 1 now. Because he's not spawned in any of the locations where he should be.
bring him back here with Fulton recovery.
I just heard footsteps.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to kill this run and find there's another spawn location. Because he has another one. The only other option is he has multiple locations in Rio del Jade. Do you know of any locations other than the boathouse he can be in?
No. Pretty sure that's the only one. Unless he's down by the pier.
No, he's not in the pier.
Which wouldn't make sense either, because like how the hell would he get there?
Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's done. I found him. He was at the boathouse this time. He was actually at the boathouse this time. Fuck, how much time did that just cost me?
You did it. Keep it up.
I'll tell you what, I got to Zadornov 1 loading screen, because I assume you still have your run up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know how fucking depressing that is right there? Zadornov 1 loading 133.27.
Alright, let me see here.
Hey, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
What's up, Tyler? How you doing? Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. If I
Is this search which mission was this?
Zadornov 1, 133.27. If I sound depressed right now, Tyler, I might lose this run to literal RNG. That was so depressing.
Back here with Fulton
My split
recovery.
was 129.25.
An explosion?
Yeah. 4 minutes.
Keep it up.
I just lost 4 minutes to Zadornov 1. Congrats on the PB.
World record is in your hands, Tyler. Oh, no, wait. I meant to say tomorrow is in your hands.
His world record in my hands.
Press X to doubt.
Should I just kill the run now, or should I finish it?
I mean, if Zadornov behaves himself, I guess you still could, probably.
Yeah, that's true, because Zadornov 3 is the one where you lost your time.
Hmm. And you still got more than 10 minutes.
The madman in the
What do you mean?
Ergaz community takes it.
Find Zadornov.
What is Ergaz? You guys have been talking about it a lot, but I don't know anything about this game.
That sounds like Tromboncino getting world records on emulators. That's slower than like everything else.
Arcade fighter with FF7 characters? What? That's quite a game. Side mode that's a roguelike dungeon crawler? Interesting. Zadornov, please. No fast Zadornov. We might be fucked. Alright. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for the host again, Tyler. You take care.
1 a.m. You casual.
Casual.
It's like 20 past 7 here.
Why are you still up? No, he's not at the other spot. Well, Zadornov has officially killed this run. It's dead.
Death Stranding, please. I'll wake up in 6 months when it's on PC.
Alright, I'll be completely honest with you. If Zadornov can do this to a good run, my willingness to ever run this category again, whoosh, it's gone.
Yeah, how do you think I felt? I was like, yeah, no. 2 attempts, that's enough. I'm done. Beat Whaleboat, done. I was like,
I'm not even lying how upset I am. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. This is so demoralizing that this just happened.
no, it is. It's actually heartbreaking. Because you got a good run, and you can't even help this. I mean, it's not like you did something wrong. Zadornov did this. Look at him there. Fucking rat
Head
bastard.
for the recovery zone. We'll pick you
Oh
up
my god,
there.
that guard almost bumped me, dude.
Mission complete.
At least
Second mother base will be
he was
thrilled.
at a spot I knew about, and I didn't have to go find him.
Yeah. Nah, that's just how he be. He's a fucking cunt. Oh, my ass.
I'm sorry you had to stay up to see this. Now you're gonna have nightmares.
Nah, it's alright. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Because it happened to me also.
You just watched the shit, followed by shit, followed by shit. You know, what's worse? The two things that happen are... This run was great. Prison, purely out of my control. Got screwed. Zadornov 1. Purely out of my control. Got screwed. I just... This game doesn't want it happening. You're over here like, yeah, I think sub 130 is possible
heard
if you...
footsteps.
Well, you fixed that to, what, sub 140?
Nah, still think sub 90 is possible.
Yeah, if everything goes perfect.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't say everything would go perfect.
yeah, I'm over here barely nailing these times, or getting great times, and then the game is like, now everything's wrong.
I just heard footsteps.
You know, out of curiosity, do you think there's more than RNG to Zadornov? Do you think it might be influenced by a global timer?
It might be, yeah. Like a frame timer or some shit, yeah.
Like, if you load up the mission at X frame time, this is where
then
it'll
you're-
be.
Yeah, then you're fucked.
Oh yeah, that would be awful for this game.
The thing is, like, you can quit out and get a better one. It's no big deal. Oh my god.
Okay, we got third door Zadornov.
Gotcha.
It's not that bad, I guess.
It's not that bad. 140.
Where was I around this time, actually?
Where were you at 140, or where were you when you finished Zadornov 4?
Yeah.
Is that X'd out looking much bigger now?
Wait. You finished... Is the next one the mine base?
Yes.
Then you're ahead of me.
Okay, your Zadornov 3 was really bad then.
Yeah, I finished Zadornov 4 at 140.37.
I'm not much ahead of you. That Zadornov
Yeah.
1 fucked me.
Yeah, but you could still... by a
Yeah,
couple seconds.
I have to do 5, 6, and Zeke right.
Yeah. So it's not over.
Find Zadornov, Snake.
Finds a doorknob, Snake.
At least we know where Zadornov is. This one's not random. God damn it. I'm not gonna do any meme sleep grenade strats either.
Yeah. Probably not worth it.
No, I didn't even mean to do it. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I could throw a sleep grenade here and it would make this guard do something different. Or I could knock him out early. And then I was like, nah, it's not worth it. I went to swap to smokes. Didn't realize I didn't push the button. And threw a sleep grenade and hit myself with it. It was like... Oops. Oops. Oops is the best response I had to that. I do like that stealth camo. Guards can only see you if they have laser sights, because that's a mechanic in this game. Or if you physically walked close enough to them to make them go, huh?
Huh?
Cautions, though. It fully resets cautions if you're in caution. Don't be that guy. Dude, this game has a fetish with putting guards at the top of ladders to troll you.
Yeah, that's the best part about the game, I think.
The best part is its fetishes.
Yeah, the best part is how it likes to just fuck with you in any way imaginable.
Cause I'm inside.
Oh,
the
I see you're trying to
facility.
climb a ladder.
There's
Well,
rows
let me
and
just put
rows of
someone right in
trucks
front of you.
here.
Hey, let me put a guy in front of the bottom, and here's a guy in front of the top.
But the best one is probably when somebody starts climbing down it as you're climbing up it.
Oh god, have you seen that in your speedruns?
Yep.
Oh my god, what ladder was that?
The one you just climbed.
Oof.
Some dick was coming down it as I was going up it. He just kicked me off the ladder. Thank you, friend.
That would mean
Appreciate
you
it.
landed on the guy below, which probably did not end well for you.
Yeah, it was not fun. I probably called him names, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, I'd imagine you called him names. Can you kill Zadornov by chance? Have you ever attempted that?
No, I don't think your bullets actually hurt him.
So he's a god.
I think the bullets just kind of just go through him, as if he wasn't there.
Find Zadornov.
Unless it's not
and
lethal
bring him
ammo.
back
That's
here
just
with
worse.
full
By the way, you have 2
recovery.
minutes to do this. Or a minute, excuse me.
We're under attack. Go into alert status.
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Okay, I should stop going for that strat because I keep missing it.
Mission complete. The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
I see you're like 40 seconds ahead, I guess. No, more like 50. Because I finished at 1:45. Yeah.
It doesn't feel good. Either way, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, well, just don't fuck up Zeke. Like,
I can't control that. If Zeke decides to hop away from me, then the worst thing I could do is accidentally enter Zeke in a bikini, and I'm making sure to not do that.
yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Combat.
But if Zeke's just like, hey, bye, I'm like, okay, Zeke, dang. Like, what am I supposed to do if Zeke hops away from me?
Aim where they are? I don't know.
Would a chaff grenade even help with Zeke?
I don't... Yeah, I think so.
You know what? He's gonna start with a jump. Let's find out. Oh, it does. It makes him move a lot, but it does. Okay, don't do chaff grenades on Zeke. It's not worth it. He moves way too much. It's so hard.
When your lock-on is even working, so it's like...
Yeah.
Rocket. Don't hit. Don't hit.
Exactly. Rockets be like, hey, guess what? Nah. See, this is what I'm talking about. You really need headshots on Zeke, or you just lose awful amounts of time. Fucking Peace Walker, for the love of God! That's Zeke, but whatever. I'm not even happy, I'm just sad.
GG.
Thank you. I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this. Yeah, I lost 10 seconds on Zeke, dude. That was a 107 Zeke. That chaff's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, well, I mean... Like, yeah, no.
Okay, so the big thing is gonna be watching this VOD back and seeing, did I look at Zadornov and ignore him? I do not believe so because I double checked. Which would mean we need to sit down and figure out this last Zadornov #1 spawn.
Yeah, because it's kind of ridiculous, like...
Like, that, I have a route for all the Zadornovs except for one now because of that.
Yeah.